Hey guys, Angus here, bringing another Airsoft video today. As you can tell by the title up above and also the target set behind us, this is going to be another shooting test / accuracy test today. Today we're going to be testing the HFC T77 gas blowback submachine gun. If you're interested in picking this up after you watch this review, there is a link down below in the description to airsoftstation.com. You can purchase this gun for about $126. So with that out of the way, let's get into some of the details of this accuracy test. First off, we're not going to be shooting it with the weapon's stock folded. We're going to have the stock extended and we'll be shooting at the target with the weapon shouldered. As for what we'll be shooting, we have our 45 round magazine gassed up with propane and loaded up with 0.2 gram BBs, a little bit lighter than what we'll normally be shooting in these accuracy tests. Also, our hop up is turned off and set to 0 for the accuracy test. And pretty sure that's all that covers it. One thing I do want to point out, however, is there is a slight little bit of wind coming off Hurricane Irene. It's not quite here yet, but it will be here soon. And really, that's about it. Otherwise, it's a pretty steady day. Not really too much breeze. I'm actually cooking quite bad right here. So anyway, let's go ahead and get into the accuracy test of the HFC T77. Alright, so like I said, we're going to be doing these distances a little bit shorter, being this gun is more so designed for closer quarter encounters. So first distance here is going to be 30 feet. We're going to take a couple shots on semi before moving to full auto. Alright, semi-automatic. As you can see, semi-automatic, I went over the top on the first one, sorry about that. But the rest of them, easy hit, semi-automatic, 30 feet. You're going to be able to hit your opponent. Let's go full auto. And as you can see, 30 feet on full auto, you are going to be able to hit that target as well. Let's go back to 55 feet. Alright, so we move back to about 55 feet. Same thing, shoot on semi first, see if we can hit this target. Alright, so as you can see, semi-automatic at 55 feet, you might need to tweak your hop up a little bit. And again, we are shooting at a smaller target. Had that be a human, some of them would have hit him. As you can see, we got about 3 to 4 hits on that target, which doesn't matter, a hit is a hit, that player would be out. A couple of them skimming over the top and a couple of them skimming to the side. Let's go full auto. And we're out of BBs in the mag. As you can see, full auto at 55 feet. It seems quite a few of them are just dropping right in front of the target. 1 or 2 of them's coming into contact with the target, so the player will be out. But on full auto, unfortunately, it seems that a lot of the BBs are just dropping and one's hitting the target. So move back to about 80 feet. All right, so we're now back at our farthest distance, this being 80 feet. For this target, I actually did tweak the hop up a little bit, turned it on, being that I did this originally without any hop up. There's really no way you can hit a target at 80 feet using this gun unless you have your hop up on, which hopefully we can actually hit the target. So let's go ahead and try this thing out. Again, our hop up is on for this test. First up, semi-automatic. As you can see, semi-automatic at 80 feet. I believe we scored 2 or 3 hits on the target. The rest of them are narrowly skimming by. A couple of them curving a little bit off to the right, but otherwise, the accuracy is okay. I mean, it's nothing really amazing, but 80 feet seems you're going to be able to hit a human-sized target on semi-automatic. Let's go ahead and try out full auto. Out of BBs in that mag, let me reload real quick. Alright, got another magazine loaded up again, full auto on this target. And I'm out of BBs again because I only loaded up halfway, but as you can see, full auto at about 80 feet. At least this time we're coming close to the target. When I didn't have the hop up on, the BBs were dropping a good 15 feet in front of the target. This time, however, that second burst, we got quite a few hits on there. One of these, we got maybe 1 strike with 1 BB, and the rest of them kind of curving and dropping just in front of it or going over it. So with that being said, let's go to the final conclusion of this shooting test. Alright, so the final conclusion of the HFC T77 accuracy test is that this gun's accuracy is slightly questionable. What I can see using this gun as in a game is as a secondary. Things get a little close. You need something that's shooting lower FPS to pull out and take out your opponent at a closer range. This gun would definitely work for that. In a CQB environment where it's the kill house style maze games, this would probably work rather well, with the exception the 40-round magazine does drain pretty fast, as I experienced out there in the accuracy test. 30 feet, any gun's really going to hit 30 feet. This gun was exceptional at it. First shot on semi did skim over the top because I was just taking some pot shot, and the rest, bing, 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 hit the target right away. Same with full auto, so that, again, that would work fine in that maze CQB style game where turn around the corner, take a blast on full auto, can take out your opponents. 55 feet, and we're seeing, decent accuracy on semi-automatic. Again, guys, it is a much smaller target, so human-sized targets should be quite a bit easier to hit. However, we did see 1 or 2, maybe 3 or 4 shots on semi come into contact with that target, and actually only 1 BB from each full burst come into contact with that. The rest of the full BBs dropped in front of it, and then 1 BB would stray on and smack into the target, so at least you're hitting it. Moving back to 80 feet, again, without the hop-up on, no way you're hitting this target, truthfully, unless you want to angle the gun upward and hope the BBs drop into it. So 80 feet with the hop-up adjusted, we saw decent accuracy on semi. Some were skimming by it, skimming around it, and then 2 or 3, I believe, came into contact with the target. Full auto, the bursts, again, they were either dropping right in front of it, going by it. We got 1 full burst to come into contact with this with the hop-up adjusted. So really, with this gun, hop-up needs to be on for it to be effective at any range really past 30 feet. And it's more so a submachine gun. The rate of fire is what you're concerned with, just to take out your opponents in those closer ranges. But really, anything past 90, 100 feet, that's it. This gun can't hit it. So definitely a secondary or a CQB weapon. And that's really all I got to say about it. This has been Deathcore Airsoft's accuracy test of the HFC T77 gas blowback submachine gun. Thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe.